In this video, we delve into the stark contrast between the climate commitments of the wealthy elite and the average citizen. Titled, Net Zero for You, Luxury for Them, the climate rules that don't apply to the elite, we'll explore how the disproportionate emissions from the rich, coupled with exemptions in climate policies, create a significant gap in environmental responsibility. From the high carbon footprints of luxury goods to the influence of wealth in policymaking, we will unpack the complexities of eco-consciousness intertwined with a status symbol, challenging the narrative around sustainable consumption and prompting urgent calls for equitable climate solutions. Join us as we expose the disparities and advocate for a fair approach to tackling the climate crisis. 1. Disproportionate emissions from the wealthy. One of the most glaring disparities in the fight against climate change is the significant carbon footprint left by the wealthiest individuals. Studies reveal that the top 1% of earners contribute a substantial share of global emissions. Their lavish lifestyles, characterized by private jets, multiple homes, and luxury yachts, often produce more emissions than entire communities of lower-income populations. This imbalance begs the question: how can we effectively combat climate change when those with the most resources are also the biggest polluters? 2. Exemptions in climate policies. While many climate policies strive for fairness, some regulations seem to conveniently overlook the habits of the elite. For instance, private jets and luxury vehicles are often exempt from stringent emissions standards. These loopholes undermine the overall goals of reducing carbon emissions and place a disproportionate burden on the average citizen to make up for these excesses. This disparity in policy enforcement raises concerns about the sincerity of global climate initiatives. 3. High carbon footprint of luxury goods. Luxury items, often seen as status symbols, come with a hidden environmental cost. High-end fashion, luxury cars, and other opulent goods typically have higher carbon footprints due to resource-intensive production processes. The pursuit of exclusivity and quality often involves extensive use of raw materials and energy, resulting in significant environmental impact. This raises questions about the sustainability of luxury consumption in a world striving for net zero emissions. 4. The influence of wealth in policy making. Wealthy individuals and corporations wield significant influence in shaping climate policy, often through lobbying efforts. This influence can create a disparity in accountability, as policies may be tailored to favor those with deep pockets. The ability to sway regulations to benefit personal or corporate interests can lead to policies that do not hold the elite accountable for their environmental impact. Such influence undermines the democratic process and hinders the implementation of truly equitable climate solutions. 5. Guilt-free consumption through offsetting. Carbon offsetting schemes have become a popular way for the elite to justify their high levels of consumption. By investing in projects that reduce or capture carbon emissions elsewhere, they can continue their lavish lifestyles without significant changes to their behavior. While offsetting can play a role in reducing overall emissions, it often serves as a band-aid solution that allows the wealthy to avoid addressing the root causes of their environmental impact. 6. Access to sustainable alternatives. The wealthy have greater access to sustainable technologies and services, enabling them to reduce their carbon footprint more easily than the average person. From electric cars to solar panels, these alternatives are often out of reach for those with limited financial resources. This access disparity highlights the need for more inclusive policies that make sustainable options available to everyone, regardless of income level. 7. Public relations and greenwashing. Many elite brands engage in greenwashing, promoting sustainability initiatives while continuing harmful practices. This marketing strategy aims to enhance their public image without making meaningful changes to their operations. Greenwashing not only misleads consumers but also detracts from genuine efforts to address environmental issues. It is essential to scrutinize these claims and hold brands accountable for their impact on the planet. 8. Eco-consciousness as status symbol. For some wealthy individuals, eco-friendly practices have become a status symbol rather than a genuine commitment to sustainability. Driving a Tesla, Installing solar panels or investing in green startups can be more about projecting an image of responsibility than making a meaningful impact. This phenomenon raises questions about the motivations behind such actions and underscores the importance of fostering true environmental consciousness. 9. Calls for equitable climate solutions. In response to these disparities, activists are calling for climate solutions that hold everyone accountable, particularly the elite who contribute disproportionately to emissions. Equitable policies should ensure that the burden of addressing climate change is shared fairly among all members of society. By closing the gaps in responsibility and privilege, we can work towards a more sustainable future that benefits everyone.